today I'm just gonna be hanging out with you. We're just gonna exist, do some things that I really, really love and enjoy. And the first thing that I'm gonna be doing is unboxing something, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is. We're just gonna get up and unbox it. I actually have a spare globe. I bought a 2-pack and one of them is in the blue lamp out on my desk. I'm gonna pop this in and just see what it looks like with the lamp on, and then I can switch it to the other side and we'll see. I really like it with the light in. It's only a 15-watt bulb, so it's very, very low light, but I just think it's so moody and so pretty. I kind of like the green. I do think the green and the blue actually works quite well together, and I do not mind the clashing of the floral at all. That was kind of my biggest concern, that maybe the two different florals would be an issue, but I actually really like it. I think I might have to purchase the other one. What I hate about this room is this outlet. Why is it in the middle of the wall and not behind where the bedside table would go? That makes no sense, and I think the plan is to run an extension cord from the other side all the way over so that we can hide that cord, because that outlet is really, really silly. But I kinda really like this. I thought I would try the vase out here as well, and I took the oyster print away because I just don't think it works here. It's too bright and I feel like everything's just a little more muted. It's just not the right vibe. It's got to go back to the kitchen. I do like the lamp out here, but I think I would prefer a vase with flowers and then a different type of artwork. It's nice, I don't think I love it as much as in the bedroom on the bedside tables. I have 5 little photo frames scattered around my apartment. There's a few in this bookshelf out here, one on my bedside table and another one in the bookshelf in the bedroom, and I really need to print out some photos for them. So I think I'm going to go to the CVS website because they do same-day printing of basic prints, and I might put in an order and then I can go and pick them up this afternoon and go and get groceries and do a few errands at the same time, and then I can come back and put them into the frames and just not have my frames looking weird. I don't know, like, I like my bookshelf, it's decorated really beautifully, but it's just weird that my frames have the default image in them and they don't actually have anything like personalized. So it's about time I do it. For art and other bits and pieces on my wall, I'm thinking about getting something for above my bed here. My bed frame is quite high and I really like that. And I was thinking of a long rectangle piece of art, but I'm open to lots of pictures as well, or just, I don't know, any other composition. So if anyone has any suggestions on what size and what type of art I should have here, please let me know. And then over here on this wall, I have 2 images picked out. Actually, hang on, let me go back. For this wall here next to the window, I found 2 blue heron prints on Etsy that I really like, and I thought 2 frames, one stacked above the other one on that wall, would look really nice. And I think the blue would tie in with the rest of the room, and I quite like it. Oh my goodness, that lamp is just so cozy. I'm so excited. Oh, and I did just purchase the other one as well. It'll be here in 2 days. I got a couple of emails and I've been completely distracted. I've been sitting here for the last couple of hours just working and it's just not fun for anybody, and I have a lot more to do, so I think I might have to come back to this tomorrow. I will go out to CVS and grab the photos, but putting them into the frames and everything, I'll get up and I'll do that tomorrow morning, as well as going and getting some groceries. I really want fresh flowers. I haven't had fresh flowers since before I decorated for autumn, and we all know that that was just not the thing that I really wanted to do, and I haven't had them for a while, so I want to go get some fresh flowers, get some groceries, and work on these photos. And I think it would just be better if I get up tomorrow. I also think it's going to be much sunnier tomorrow because it is a very gloomy, cold day today, and it gets dark at 5 p.m, but it's going to get dark really early today. I can just feel it and I have so much to do. So I'm not going to subject you to me sitting at the computer for the next 2 to 3 hours. We can come back tomorrow and do some more fun, creative things. Good morning. I have all of my things to do my photos and my photo frames. I've had an interesting morning though. I woke up really, really early because I had a doctor's appointment at 8 a.m. and then I ended up having to go and get a chest x-ray. Something is wrong. I don't know what it is, but when I was sick last month, I sneezed at one point and I had this really sharp pain in my upper back. And then ever since then, I've had sharp pain every time I sneeze and it's getting progressively worse. I sneezed like 3 days ago and I was completely frozen. I was just like, no sudden movements. I was taking like shallow breaths because it was so painful. And then I've also had a bit of pain on the side of my chest. And I find sometimes I get a bit of a cough and I struggle to take really deep breaths. My doctor prescribed me an inhaler just in case it's more like asthma related, but I had the chest x-ray. I've got to go and see a pulmonologist and we're going to do the whole lung testing first. And then if it's not my lungs, we'll do like the muscle and skeletal testing to figure out why all of a sudden I have this pain. Also, that back pain has started showing up in the morning when I wake up, and it doesn't matter if I sleep on my back or my side, I'm still getting this pain. I didn't have it this morning though, but the last few days I've had it. So kind of annoying. Don't know what's going on, but I've just been unwell since I had the flu. Anyway, thankfully I went and got that all done this morning. It's kind of set me back a little bit. I wasn't planning on getting the x-ray. That was like an extra adventure I had to take, but it's fine. I'm gonna do this little task and then I have a few other little homey things that I want to do this afternoon. I did end up printing out way more photos than I plan on using. I just wasn't sure which ones I wanted to use, so I figured I would print more than I need, and I made some black and white, some regular. There's like friends, family, me and my boyfriend, me and my cat, just, all different photos, and I don't know which ones I'm going to use, but at least I have a whole bunch and I can always use them in future frames as well. Like I have one of me and my nan that I took at the beginning of the year just before I left, and just lots of nice photos. So I'm gonna do this. I've also got a pen because I'm gonna have to trace around the shape for some of these and then I can cut them. Decided to move everything to the floor. I realized this one is actually a 5x7 and not a 4x6, so I'll have to print something else out, but I can do these 4. The first one I'm going for is this photo of my boyfriend and I that we took a couple nights before his cousin's wedding, and I'm gonna be putting it into this gold frame so that it can sit on my bedside table. I decided to grab a screwdriver because these things are so tight, and maybe I was always supposed to use a screwdriver to loosen them up. No, that doesn't make sense. It's now way too loose. I feel like you're supposed to be able to just move them. Why is this so complicated? It's just a frame. I think that might be better. Just a little bit looser so that I can at least push it with my fingers and not need scissors. We have my nan and I, Rachel, Erin and I from back at the beginning of the year. This photo is actually pretty poor quality, and I'm sure there's a better photo out there somewhere, but I kind of like it, so I grabbed that. And then I have my friend Liz and I, but I need to get more frames. I need more frames so that I can fit everybody into my walls and my bookshelves. I just went downstairs to pick up a package. I ordered some contact paper on Amazon. When I first moved in, I didn't really love the color of the kitchen. I felt like the gray was was just not a nice gray, and I think I still stand by that. But I didn't worry about doing anything to the kitchen because I had so many other things to worry about, like getting the rest of my apartment furnished. And then the gray grew on me and I was fine with it, but the other day I was just sort of thinking it really is a purple gray, and I don't feel that it goes with a lot of the furniture I have, especially this spot right behind me with the chairs and just the gray. And I thought I would try some contact paper. I didn't think too heavily about this, which is not something I usually do. Usually I will go through every product available to find the best one, but I saw this, clicked on it, and I actually purchased the wrong one. I ended up buying the silver gray one, which just has a pattern in it, whereas the fully white one that I did have to end up repurchasing, I'm gonna return this one, but the white one has a wood grain texture in it, and I think it's nicer. I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole kitchen, but I thought I would just test out a patch here behind me on this little section of the island, see how I feel about it, and if I like it, I might keep going and do more of the kitchen. And I thought we could do that this afternoon because I just got this. It's annoying that I made the mistake because this one arrived a couple of days ago and I was like, can't do it. I gotta order a new one. So anyway, I need to clean this and get it dry, and then I can start attaching it. I didn't really do a great job, especially down in this corner. I mean, hopefully from a distance it looks alright, but I just couldn't get the original piece to work, so I threw it over there and started again. And it's okay. I now just have to figure out how I'm going to do this piece. I probably should measure it and cut it very, very neatly, not like I did the first time. The box cutter is too blunt. It's not working. It's just wrecking everything. And I've never actually broken those pieces off to get the fresh blade, and I don't really want to attempt to. So as bad as it is, I'm just gonna use my rotary cutter that I use for fabric. Shouldn't be using it on plastic, but I mean, it had to cut through my sequins, so whatever. I wanna get this cut neatly. All I can say is I am so bad at this. It's so messy and I've ran out of paper. So I'm going to piece this together like a puzzle. It's probably gonna look terrible, but at least it's practice, and thankfully this didn't cost me very much money. I've done a really, really bad job. Like, this is not my finest work. I have a lot of chunks out of the bottom there, which I think you can see. I'm not sure if you can actually see the lines of the contact paper, but it's pretty bad. This was a test and I kind of like it. It's so much brighter in here immediately. I might look into the other sizes of contact paper so I don't have to have a seam and mesh them together that way. I'm gonna turn my little lamp on. Wait, where's the little thing for it? Oh my god, it's so perfect. It's so perfect. I love it so much. Someone told me on Instagram that I need to have neutral bedding and I can't have a green lamp and blue bedding. It needs to be neutral, but I have to disagree. I actually kind of like the... One second. I just had a different thought. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to get my fuzzy blanket to make myself really cozy. I'm just gonna get cozy for the afternoon because I'm just a bit flat. I don't know, running around to the doctor this morning, I guess it took it out of me. I actually really like the mix of colors. I feel like since I put it in yesterday and there's just this big dark green feature right there, it makes my room feel more full and like it has more character. I'm really trying to stay away from all of the super, super neutral stuff, but I still have neutrals, right? Like my bed is white, this fluffy thing is cream. I still have white as my base Duna cover kind of thing. But I'm trying to mix a little bit of neutral and with a little bit of color, and I actually really quite like the blue. I think you may have noticed so far that most of my apartment is just slowly turning into blue and green and like turquoise and sort of in that part of the color spectrum, which I really quite like. Anyway, I made myself a cup of tea. I also have some of the Trader Joe's dark chocolate peanut butter cups, which if you've not tried these, don't, because you'll end up addicted to them. They're just so, so good. And I am going to drink some tea and do a little bit of online home shopping, if you will. I was just thinking I'm going to go to Amazon because I need to grab a, what do you call it, an extension cord so that I don't have that cord hanging over in that gap over there. And now that I have the lamps in here, or the lamp, I don't have both yet. I think the other one's coming tomorrow. I'm feeling a little more inspired for that dresser up there. I'm still trying to find a 2-drawer jewelry box that doesn't lift open, and it is near impossible. If anybody out there knows of where I could find one, please let me know. Target has 3 or 4 different kinds that I've seen. Well, I don't know what it's not like raffia, or maybe it is. Ooh, wait, where's my phone? Okay, where was I? I'd like to get some hooks for my entryway because every time I come home now and it's like coat season, I want to be able to put my coat somewhere rather than bringing it all the way into my wardrobe. Mostly because like last night when I was out, it was raining. So when I got home, it was wet and I didn't want to bring my coat through my apartment. I don't know, I just wanted to leave it at the entryway. And originally I was thinking of doing some 3M hooks on the wall, the blank wall where the door opens. But now I'm thinking maybe I should just stick something to the back of the door. It's less likely to damage the door if I just do it that way. I'm going to do extension cord. How many feet do you think I'll need behind? Oh, I won't need that much because there's a cord. I probably get a 6-foot extension cord. Also too, the outlet over there is attached to the wall switch, which is kind of cool. Okay, I think I might just buy the first option, which is $10 for a 6-foot extension cord. I'll put that in the cart. I'm on Pinterest and I typed in entry hooks renting, and not one of these options is actually a renter-friendly entryway hook, except for the first one, which is a coat rack, which is kind of nice, but I don't really have the space behind the door for a coat rack. I would just like some options to be able to hang some things on the wall without really having to screw anything in. But then again, maybe that's my only option. There's so many cute options too when you get to the point of actually screwing something into the wall. You know what else I would like? I would really like a metal hanging rack in the kitchen. I feel like those always look so good. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty cozy. I feel very, very cozy. Oh wait, that's what I should do. I was on Wayfair last night. Well, Google, but mostly on Wayfair, when I was looking at artworks to put above the bed here. So if I just go into my phone and open Chrome, I'll be able to open them onto my computer. I was looking at like a single long piece of art, but then I came across these 3 and I really kind of like them with the birds and the flowers. I just don't know. I don't know about the gold frame. What other colors does it come in? Wait, silver, no, white, gold, brown. I'd probably pick brown over everything. I wonder if there's any reviews. We have 4 reviews, 2 are 5 stars, 1 1 star, 1 2 star. Let's see what they say. The item does not look like it was pictured. The frame is entirely different than what is shown. Quality is poor. Canvas is blurry up close. The art is also not placed well over 3 canvases. The dimensions appear truncated. Very sad about it. I really wanted these. Okay. That doesn't seem like a good idea. They're very pretty though. I feel like that pattern would match in really well with my room. It's definitely dark and moody, but I have to continue to hunt to see what else I can find. This is really cool. It's just a digital print. I'm a big fan of digital prints because you can then just download them, print them out yourself, and buy a frame off Amazon, and it's significantly cheaper than buying something that's pre-done. And sure, buying proper artwork is amazing, but it's not really an option for everyone, and I just like to do it this way. I think it's great. So this one is a lookalike of an acrylic painting, but it's just a print, and I do think that's really cool. Oh, they have lots of different flowers. Something simple like like that would look really nice over there. I also like this one with all the color lilies. That's really pretty. I do think oh wait, they have different dimensions for this one. That one was square and then this one's not. Yeah, it doesn't look good not being square. I do think though a vertical, what do you call it, portrait picture would look better up above the dresser, not a landscape, but I like that picture. Anyway, the hunt continues. Good morning. It's a couple days later. I had such a nice weekend. On Friday night, my boyfriend came over and we made dinner. It was like roasted vegetables and lamb, and it was just so cute and cozy. I posted this picture to my Instagram story. And then the next morning we got up and we went out for breakfast at, I think it's called the Little Bear Cafe. So cute. The weather was nice enough for us to sit outside and it was really, really lovely. And then in the afternoon, I met up with a friend that I have made, and she brought one of her other friends, and the three of us wandered around Union Market for the afternoon. There was an art exhibition, I think it was called the Umbrella Art Exhibition or something, so we had a look at all of the art and then we did a little bit of shopping. I bought a gift for Rachel Ost for her birthday in December, and then I also grabbed this hair clip because it's really, really pretty and I love my hair clips, and I just can't get over the intense blue color of this. Like, it's so pretty. So anyway, that was really fun. Yesterday was a super chill day. I worked on my dress a little bit more. I need to put together my TikToks for that, and I really need to get those up here on YouTube onto my shorts, but I just haven't done that yet. Anyway, this morning I'm finally gonna go out and get groceries. I want to get fresh flowers for the first time in like 2 months, and they have a pretty good plant selection at Trader Joe's as well. So I'm gonna have a little look at the plants. I'm gonna go and get my groceries, and then I actually, in about 2 hours from now, have an appointment to go and get some more blood drawn. I don't know, my doctor sent through a message Friday or over the weekend at some point to go and get some more blood drawn. So I'm going to do that today. And then when I get back, my lamp has arrived. The other one, the second one for the bedroom, that's arrived. So I'm going to unbox that. And I have something else to show you that I picked up yesterday as well that I'm really, really excited about. This is my I'm going to the grocery store outfit. Normally I would wear my black puffy coat, but it's a little warmer today, so I don't need it. What I'm realizing staring at my mirror is it's so dusty. I actually haven't cleaned it in a while, so I think I might get onto that when we get back. It's much warmer out there than I thought it was going to be, so I'm gonna have to change when I go to the doctor's. I realized while I was shopping, I really only went for a plant, some flowers, and breakfast type foods, and I don't even have enough time to eat any of the breakfast foods before I leave. I'll just make some oats in the microwave, and then for lunch I'll have some of the breakfast food. But I thought I would do a quick little grocery haul, go through everything. I have my decaf tea. I like this for nighttime. I have some non-breakfast foods. I have a charcuterie meats selection. It's not the best habit, but I really, really enjoy it. So I also have a brie cheese to go with it. And then I have these pita bite crackers, the best, like the best crackers. I have some bagels because I love my bagels. I also bought some salmon. I haven't bought any smoked salmon for a while, so I'm looking forward to that. I have plenty of spring onions in the fridge already. I also grabbed a little packet of the peanut butter cups. Again, not the best habit, but they're so delicious and I love them at nighttime with my tea. And then in my other bag, I have some eggs. I haven't had any eggs for days, so I'm looking forward to that. And then I also grabbed a little container of tomatoes as well. So I think that was it. I didn't get too much. And then I got this little plant. Can't remember what these plants are called. It doesn't say, but I really, really love these ones. And then I also got some lilies because I miss getting fresh flowers and lilies. So I'm gonna put this away, do the lilies, and get myself ready to go to this doctor's appointment. I love them. I really, really love lilies. It's making me appreciate my DIY vase again. So much better than the fake flowers. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this guy though. I don't know what to do with him. I do have a place that I want to put a plant, but I don't know if he's the right one. I have no idea. Even though maybe a little plant stand would be cool, then he would be elevated and off the ground. That might work. Otherwise, I will find somewhere else for him. I have come to learn that a lot of the medical stuff is here in Farragut. I think that's how you say the name of the area, but there's a lot of hospitals, a lot of different labs. I got my x-ray here the other day. I've had lab work here before, and there's just a lot of stuff around here, so I'm starting to get to know the area a little bit better. I'm home from my appointment. It really didn't take very long, thankfully. And before I went out this morning, I washed and dried my bedding. So I'm just gonna remake my bed, and then I'm going to unbox my other lamp so that I'll have matching bedsides. I like it. I really like the green and the blue. I do need to get another light bulb for that one, which I might do this afternoon. Go to the supermarket and get one, but otherwise I'm very happy with it. I do just need to get the extension cord. I didn't actually check out the other afternoon. I was browsing and doing some online shopping, but I didn't actually buy anything. So once I get that extension cord and can run it down the back, it'll make this look a lot less messy. Something else that I wanted to show you is I now have an overlocker. I actually bought this yesterday from Walmart. I also got my sewing machine from Walmart, just so easy when they're in stock in person and you can just go and get them. But I have an overlocker because if I want to keep making clothes, which I do, I really want to be able to do it properly. I'll show you in a second what an overlocker does, but it's a bit different to a sewing machine. It has 4 spots for thread down the back. You don't need to use all 4, you can actually use 3, and the machines are all color coordinated as to where all of the threads go. And they give you some colored thread just to help you understand it if you've never used one before. And it all comes down here to 2 needles. There's a blade that cuts off excess fabric, and this is the chain stitch that kind of comes out of it. And I'm really, really excited about it. I do need to get some actual thread for the back here that will match my dress. I really should get a white and a black. They're pretty standard, but I may end up getting the burgundy color because I found that I could get another 3 of the thread that I already have for $15 on Amazon, so I might be able to just do that. My dress is coming along. I did a bit more yesterday. I added in the tulle layer, but for anyone who doesn't know what an overlocker does, I have this little skirt that's from Babaton Aritzia to try and explain it. Turning it inside out, this way I can show you all of the seams. Now, this skirt, in hindsight, is not worth the money that I spent on it. This thing probably would have taken less than 10 minutes to make on a production line. In fact, if you had a different person for each seam and each piece together, it could have taken a couple of minutes, if that, to put a skirt like this together. It's not lined. I don't like things that are not lined. Anything that's not lined definitely is a lot less work, a lot less fabric, should not cost the $100 odd, I guess I probably paid for this when I bought it a couple of winters ago. And on that too, the inner waistband isn't even a proper piece of fabric. It's literally just a piece of ribbon. This is the cheapest thing, and how Babaton and Aritzia get away with the price tags that they have is insanity. But anyway, what I'm trying to show you here is along the seams, if I can get really close, there is a little chain of stitching along the seams, and this basically helps keep the fabric together and it stops it from fraying. On the inside of my dress, you can see all of my seams pressed open as well, but I didn't have an overlocker when I put these together, and as you can see, they are fraying like crazy. And if I had an overlocker, it just means it would keep it all together and it wouldn't potentially fall apart. Like you can see all the fluffy pieces just there. I could probably still run the overlocker around this edge because it's still open, and that wouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. Essentially, I was like, you know what? I want to make some more stuff and it's better that I have one. Anyway, a couple days ago, I was on Amazon and I was looking at long satin skirts. Like I was like, oh, you know, I really want a burgundy satin skirt for like the cool weather. I think it would be really pretty. And I'm looking at all these skirts on Amazon and they're like $30, super cheap. But I was looking at some of the pictures and I was like, they're really poor quality and none of them are lined. So they would all look like this on the inside, and I don't want that. Then it hit me. I was like, I have so much satin fabric left over from this dress in the exact color I want. Why don't I just make a skirt? So I think what I'm gonna do as soon as I finish this dress is make a skirt in this satin fabric because it's absolutely gorgeous. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, you know what? I could really do a long sequin skirt, and I think I have enough sequin fabric left over to make a sequin skirt as well. So I might make a dress and 2 skirts. It's like I'm putting together a little winter collection for myself, but I think I'm gonna do that later this week because I really think I'll probably finish this tomorrow or today, potentially, depending on what other work I've got to get done. I've been following the pattern that I found on Etsy and it's okay. I don't really love that the tulle skirt isn't hidden behind more lining fabric. Like that tulle is just gonna sit against my skin and that seems kind of uncomfortable. So if I had my time again, I would have customized it a little bit and done 3 layers of fabric with an extra layer of lining to bring it all together. But for now, it's fine. Like, it's nice to have had a project to get me back into the swing of things. You can kind of see the dress. The tulle does make it puff out a little bit, but like this dress isn't gonna fit me. Like, you could see it's not gonna do up. In fact, you know what? I really think it might have been my seam allowance because I have a walker foot on the machine. I can't see the line for the seam allowance and I think I did too big of a seam allowance and it ate into the size of the dress, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, that's my dress coming along nicely, but I'm gonna make a skirt or a couple of skirts. And I now have an overlocker to be able to finish the seams and make it properly so it's not gonna fall apart. I was going to do some sewing with you, but I forgot to change the needles over to accommodate for the sequins and I ended up breaking a needle and then I had emails come through and I ended up getting distracted and I didn't do any sewing. So I figured we could come back to it later this week and I'll just leave this video here and wrap it up for now and I will see you very, very shortly.